Welcome to another FAQ Monday, a very special FAQ Monday, I might add, with Mr.
My name's Rob.
Oh, yeah.
My name's
Sorry. Mr. Rob Scallon. You're going to peg me in the head with that thing?
Oh, sorry. Start really
You
rocking
didn't,
out.
but you're going to.
Didn't fail you.
No, I'm
Right,
just kidding.
I'll just play like
So, if you follow me or Rob on the Twitters or the Facebooks like you should, then we just tweeted and Facebooked, hey, you got any questions for me and Rob and anything that we have done together? And we have got some questions. Mm-hmm. So, we are just going to read these and then kind of answer them and kind of do a freestyle thing.
Yeah.
We do loosey-goosey.
Loose, real loose.
Real
And
loose.
Goosey. Real goosey.
Especially goosey, hopefully.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Not a goose. Whatever
so-
that means.
First question that I'll read. Mm-hmm. How difficult is it to mix and master banjo with metal drums? For instance, in the Spawn of Possession cover or the Slayer banjo covers.
The Spawn of Possession cover for me was by far the most challenging just to play.
Yeah, that was very busy. And because something like that is very busy,
Jeez.
it's incredibly difficult to mix banjo and metal drums. It takes a long time to get that kind of cut.
Yeah, because it doesn't really make much sense. Because, I mean, a distorted guitar is, of course, super compressed.
Yeah.
And then with, like, type of drumming, it can cut through. But when you have such a dynamic instrument like banjo.
It was with no low end.
Yeah.
It's 100% attack. Clack, 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 which clashes with the snare drum. To answer your question, it's very, very hard.
It's when I'm really glad that I can get this guy to do my mixing.
I charge him extra. Who gents harder? I don't gent at all.
By default. Here, you got a chug setting? I think we just answered that. One chug in. Maybe. I don't know. Was that gent? Probably not.
No, that counts.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah, that counts. You have a 9-string, so you can be the judge of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Will there be a sequel to Metal in Inappropriate Places?
Yes.
There will be?
There will be.
Awesome.
Yeah. What's kind of weird about that one is that by the nature of the video, it's really, really hard to find locations that you can shoot at. Sure. Because it's clearly inappropriate for you to be there in the first place. But I have a few that I'm working on that are going to be really funny. So yeah, it is going to exist. It's not going to be out for a while, but it is going to exist.
And yeah, it's going to be a while because the last one took a year.
Yeah, no, that was the first video that we ever did, I think, together.
That was the first thing I ever mixed for Rob, and I thought, well, he'll never call me back again.
Yeah, because it didn't come out for a year later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A year.
But that's one of my...
September 2013 is when I mixed that.
Yeah, jeez.
Crazy.
Oh, I can't even play the riff anymore.
Both of you have great videos, and your editing, production, lighting, etc.
Thank you, sir.
is top notch. Thank you. I want to do a few videos to help promote my band, but I am not sure where to begin. If you have any pointers in terms of video cameras, syncing audio and video editing softwares, etc.
Well, that's a pretty loaded question.
Yeah.
I mean, this probably isn't the answer that you're looking for, but just jump into it and start doing it. And start making a lot of mistakes, and you'll learn along the way. Just start making videos.
You're going to suck in the beginning. It's okay. His stuff was terrible in the beginning.
So his stuff's terrible now.
Oh,
no, just kidding. But,
get out.
But yeah, just it's probably not what you want to hear. But get a semi-decent camera maybe, and just start making stuff, and you'll learn along the way.
Yeah, you can't get this kind of quality right off the bat there, Brominator.
Brominator. Yeah. No, you just got to make a lot of really crappy videos. So you can start making really bad videos, and then once you've made a lot of really bad videos, then you can start making semi-decent videos. I think that's probably where I'm at right now. It's gotten to semi-decent. Hopefully pretty soon I'll have some good videos to share with people. Yeah.
What amp does Rob use? And what
oh, God.
And what DAW do you use, Fluff, when mixing Rob's music?
I've only had... Yeah, he hates me for this. I've only had one amp ever. I got a...
What amp was that?
It was a Crate combo amp that I got for $250. Maybe 2006 or something.
Oof.
And it's been my only amp ever. So since then, since the time where my guitar started to sound somewhat good is when I started working with Fluff. So I just send Fluff DIs. And the only reason I have an amp at home is just to
play with.
Yeah, so I can hear the guitar distorted and stuff like that. But
so the amps that you play through are a Mesa Biggie 50 Cal Plus, a Rhodes Gemini, a Rev Generator 100. Every amp that I have, he basically uses.
So I don't.
Yeah. And I mix everything in Logic 10.
Yeah, which
is awesome.
Yeah, I just when it comes to guitar gear, at least amping it and the DAW and whatnot,
not your thing.
I just throw money at him. And
that's okay. It's all good.
That's how it works.
I'll take your money. Take your paper.
Yeah.
If you only have one string on your guitar, what string would it be?
The 9th string, of course.
The 9th string.
Yeah. You only need that low C sharp.
0 0 0 0.
Yeah, that's all you need.
0. Just a box of Cheerios,
else.
baby.
Yeah, just cut the rest of them off.
All right.
Yeah. So, in all seriousness, I would say that it would probably be the lowest string.
High E string for me.
Yeah. Always trying to be different.
Yep.
Yeah. I would honestly say the lowest string. Like if I had to write songs, it would just be with that guy.
You can do a lot with the low string.
Yeah. Or just record one chug and then copy and paste it. That's all you need.
It's what most bands do these days. Anyway.
You just need one chug.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
When mixing for a 9th string, what are your primary obstacles in getting a high gain sound that blends well between extremely low notes and very high notes?
Glad I don't have to deal with that.
Do you find that there is a smaller number of amps that have the appropriate gain structure for this task? That is a super nerdy question from my buddy Kirk from VFE. And that is a great question. Love the VFE focus. To answer your question, it is very difficult, especially when the guitars don't have that great of pickups. For example, his 9th string has EMGs, which I'm not a fan of. Those particular ones, because they don't have the dynamic range. They weren't made for 9-string guitars, just something that low. They just weren't. So they're really muddy. So you really have to find a non-bass heavy amp. Like for Envy, for his song Envy, I used a Mesa Boogie 50 Cal Plus amp, which is a very mid-rangey, tight, honky amp normally.
When I play on my crappy amp and I plug in the 9th string and do anything super low, I just turn the mid all the way up.
And the bass.
Yeah, all the way down. Yeah.
Wah. So yes, it's very difficult. Not a lot of amps can handle the 9-string goodness, genty goodness. If I wear a beanie, will I be metal?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do.
Beanie equals metal.
Rob, what songs are you going to be playing on tour? I'm going to be playing Anchor on the 8th string. Then I'm going to play For That Second, Rain, and Royale on the 9th string. Just that for my solo set. It'll just be the solo guitar stuff.
Are you ever going to do you ever see yourself doing anything like with backing tracks like I did with NAMM?
I think at NAMM I did some backing track stuff, and I think that's cool.
Oh, you did?
But I don't think, I wouldn't tour with Hank Green and the Perfect Strangers and play, with a backing
Envy?
track. Yeah, it totally wouldn't make sense. So I'm just doing the solo guitar stuff, and then as metal as it gets is the Royale funk song on the 9th string. And then I'm playing a bunch of songs in a bunch of other bands, mostly on the drums. So I'm mostly playing drums on the tour.
You rip on drums, though.
Well, thank you.
Very energetic.
Thanks. I like hitting stuff with sticks.
Yeah, I always love drums as well.
It is a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Like when can you take 2 sticks and just hit something for an hour and also be productive?
And get paid for it.
Yeah. It's weird. Yeah.
Pizza or burgers? I'm going to say burgers.
Well, I was going to say that, but I saw this before you. I was looking at it as well, and I was thinking the first question I would ask is whether it's deep dish or
you don't get it's a general answer.
If it's a really good deep dish pizza, definitely deep dish. But if you're just talking like Domino's pizza, like any burger will do.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
Okay, Metallica or Megadeth?
Metallica.
How do you guys keep the strings clean? Mine get rusty very quick. Keep rocking. Well, thank you. You keep rocking too. All is chaos. Sounds like you're rocking a lot. It's always chaos. But
they named me All Is Chaos, but I don't rock.
Yeah. Well, this is just a great intro to a plug for Clear Tone. We both use Clear Tone strings, and they really do. They really don't rust for way longer than regular strings.
I get about 4 months.
They're not paying us to say that.
I get about 4 months out of my.
I wouldn't be above that. They could throw me money. What's up?
Yeah, Clear Tone. Send us money.
But yeah, if you want to throw me some money, but
I get about 4 months out of a set.
Yeah,
if I use it regularly.
Yeah, that's why I use them. That's why. Yeah. Actually, Back to another question on here. How did you two find each other in the sea of internet and form your friendship? Well, back to... Actually, this is a great segue.
We were in a field with daisies, and like I saw him.
Yeah. I was like, Fluff! Yeah. And we just... Yeah, and there was a big wide angle where we came together in slow motion.
That's not what happened.
But what actually happened was I saw your video on... I don't know if I've told you this. I saw your video because Pete Cottrell shared it. Shout out to Pete Cottrell, who's an awesome guitar player.
Thank you, Pete.
But he shared it on his Facebook page, and you did a test on different coded strings.
Oh, yeah.
To see which ones fared the longest.
Yeah.
And clear tone won. And then that started my interest in clear tone, as well as this bearded
That's
fellow.
interesting.
Yeah, and I reached out to you pretty shortly after seeing that video. I was like, that's cool. Now I know which coded string
would last
longer in a salt solution.
Which I will add... Clear Tone was very, very nervous about that test.
Yeah.
Because I was like, look, guys, if you come out on top, cool. But if you don't, I'm showing it anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how I found out about Clear Tone and you. So good segue into that question as well.
Excellent.
What were your first guitars? Do you still have them? And at what age did you start playing? My first guitar was a Fender I got.
Mine was a...
which was actually my dad's. I still have it. It's the first one I started playing.
Mine was a homemade Warmouth guitar, I think. Yeah. My second guitar was my Strat.
Cool. Yeah, that one right there. The only thing that's in standard in here.
Yeah.
Which is like crazy. I don't ever play.
Says the guy in 9-string Genty guy.
Well, as long as it's like...
I don't even know what to do with this.
It's just like the relationship between the two strings here and drop, and that this one is floppier, it just really throws me off. I mean, it's just that I'm not used to it. I'm just always in a standard tuning usually. Except for the like ambient stuff, I guess, but...
The look on his face when he figures out something's in drop is like the same as someone farted. He's like,
what do I do with this? Yeah, it's just not. I'm just not used to it at all. For some people like you, it's like that's standard tuning. Is like
that is my standard. Yeah.
But me, it's always a standard. If I want to go lower, I just add strings. Apparently, just keep adding them down the fretboard. Yeah.
Fair enough. Can we expect a Morse code medal in the future?
Probably not, because like Morse code is based off of rhythm, so I wouldn't be able to make my own rhythms.
You're right.
So
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, I don't think it would. I would have to put in a bunch of different sentences and see which happen to have like a musical. Yeah. I guess if you found a word like banana probably sounds good in Morse code because you use the same letters a lot. I don't know. Probably not. I'm
curious as to how you got the tones for the 14th fret metal vid. Very Protest the Hero E.
I would also love to hear that. I don't know.
That is a Camper profiling app on using a Lassie Lammert Juicy Chunks profile.
Juicy Chunks,
which is a Soldano HR Hot Rod 100.
It sounds good. I'm up for the Juicy Chunks. Yeah. Also, I just put out the tab for that pretty recently, if anyone wants to learn.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think seeing cover videos of my songs or videos of mine is like the coolest part of doing YouTube for me. So tabs are out there somewhere.
That is all the questions we have. We're out of questions. Thank you so much.
Out of the questions that we had a quick answer to.
Yeah,
let's be real here.
Yeah. Thank you so much to Mr. Rob Scallon for stopping by.
My pleasure.
He flew. His arms are exhausted and tired, and he flew all the way over here.
Ow.
Hey-oh. And hopefully I will have another guest on another FAQ Monday at some point. I don't know when.
Yeah. Who also wears beanies and is also really metal.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It might be.
Or maybe you're talking about your dog. I don't know.
Yeah. He's talking about Gus.
Gus.
At any rate, thank you so much for watching. My name is Fluff.
My name is Rob Scallon. My channel is right here that you can subscribe to. Now I gotta edit that in. So, yeah, you can subscribe right here.
Damn it! Now I gotta do a lot of post stuff. Anyway,
it's right here. Writing.
Give him a subscribe. Go check out all of his videos to get some kind of reference to what we were talking about in some of these questions. Yeah. And I will see you next time.
Fluff out.
Fluff out. This is the part we put after the main video because people are like, oh, let's see what funny things they did.
Oh, yeah.
Do something funny. That's not funny.
Try my best here.
He's new at this. Sorry.
It's not funny.